Uh, if you can call for the names by alphabetic order.
I would like to ask Ashish to please unmute yourself and give a brief intro about yourself, please. Ashish.
Hello, good evening. Hi, good evening. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, please.
Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Ashish here. I'm an accountant by profession, and I've been attending Nawafiz's webinars and live meetings from 2019, and I'm very fond of this, like what work everyone is doing here very passionately and very selfless work everyone is doing here. And it's very good to see that, like, everyone is coming forward and helping everyone, and then, like, so that everyone can grow in their respective careers. And I'm very honored and very very much grateful that I can join this event.
Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. And everyone, if possible, if you can switch on your camera.
Yeah, we would like to see your beautiful faces, and we can just have more of, interactive session. Thank you, Tayyab. It's really good to always have certain faces instead of, only the voices. It's just a informal thing, so it's always have to a good smile with your face. Ashish, we would like to see you. Abdul Sami, unmute yourself and please give a brief intro about yourself. Thank you, Abdul Sami.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdul Sami. I'm working now with a TL group in Pakistan. I'm a mechanical professional, having diversified experience in Anglo products in Pakistan. But now, nowadays, I'm in Karachi, Pakistan.
Good to know about you. Busy Bee.
Yeah.
Someone. Please unmute yourself to give your brief intro, please.
So by actual name
Arshad Ghori.
Yeah, A for Arshad. Okay.
Arshad Ghori, please unmute yourself. Walaikum assalam.
You can see me or no?
We cannot see you, we can only hear you. Your screen is still blank. He's trying to open.
I know. Anyhow, I will check it.
Sure,
My name is Mustafa and I'm founder of Skills Gig. Skills Gig is working for job hunts, all job seekers. And I'm working here in Abu Dhabi. I'm here in Abu Dhabi last 32 years. And I'm working in government department, in IT department.
Right. So Arshad is our speaker today.
Mustafa.
Yeah, because display name was Arshad, so that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so and he will be talking about the artificial intelligence and career growth. This was the topic given, but I am not sure if he's talking about the same topic or it's changed.
The same topic, inshallah.
Okay, same topic, right. So next, alphabetic order.
Busy Bee.
Busy Bee.
Can't speak. No worries, Shafak. We can.
Okay, I'm here. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I was just trying to fix my scarf before coming up. Good to see everyone. How are you all?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Okay. My name is Busy Bee, as you all know, and I have been in UAE for the last 12 years. I worked with oil and gas industry with different departments like procurement, supply chain, tendering, operations, and currently I'm looking for a job. And at the moment, I'm also working with Mr. Mustafa Arshad with the Skills Gig as a senior advisor.
Great.
Thank you.
So now Habiba Nisar. Can we have a word with you, please, Habiba?
Habiba, is it possible to talk? I think Habiba had recently some accident,
Oh, okay.
and I'm not sure she is in right position or not.
No, sir, not possible for voice. No worries. We can understand. So we will proceed with Kamran. Kamran,
Yes, hello. Good afternoon,
good
all of.
afternoon.
So my name is Kamran Bhatti. I am a telecom professional and an IT professional, having experience of more than 50 years in telecom and IT. So I'm looking for a job in IT mainly related to network system, network administration, IT specialist as a or IT consultant.
So what is your current location?
I'm currently in Islamabad.
Okay, and you are working already or looking for job?
No, I'm looking for a job.
Okay, and since how long you are looking for job?
Since October, the
Right.
last year.
All right. So we will discuss the points. So hopefully, you have attended previous session also.
No, previous session I was not little sick, so I couldn't attend that session.
Okay, okay, no problem. We will discuss the points. So hope things will improve.
Okay.
Yeah, moving forward to Saad Pervez. Please feel free to unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum
My
assalam.
name is Saad Parvez Sabwani. I belong from Karachi, but currently I'm here in Islamabad. I have an experience of around almost 28 years in finance, 18 years of experience in Saudi, and then serving 5 years for Bureau Veritas here in Pakistan as the finance manager and the credit controller. Now I'm working with an IT company, basically here in Islamabad, looking for a job again back in Middle East. So I heard this Nawaf's a message from this Mr. Khurram Shehzad. This the Asian Business Forum. I'm a member also there. So from there I got this link to join this for this small meetup.
Right. Most welcome.
Okay, next we have Safana. Okay, Safana right now at work won't be able. It's okay. Thank you, Safana. And next we have Shafaq. Shafaq has also passed the message. Sayyida Faiza Hashim. Okay, she's also having certain issue. Okay, Tayyab. Mr. Tayyab, please.
Yeah, okay. Actually, my name is Tayyab Mahmood, and I have more than 5 years of working experience in front-end Angular development. And from the last 2 months, I am looking for a new job in Middle East, maybe in Saudi Arabia or UAE.
Okay. What is your current location?
I am from Lahore, Pakistan.
Okay, and you are currently on job or not on job?
No, actively looking for a job from last 2 months.
Right. And this is your second session. You attended previous session also?
No, this is my first time.
Right. I think Abdul Shami has only the person who has this second session, right?
Yes, I attended the last session on 22nd November.
And I think you have filled your Excel sheet also for the career growth, right?
Yes, I filled.
So during the
sheet and
session,
submitted.
during the session, is it will be possible for you to share your screen and show your career growth sheet, that what is the growth between last month and this month? Will it be possible during the session?
Sharing right now not possible, but I can explain. The things all the discuss a point and mention in the sheet. But now I have worked on to improve and got some certifications and all the things. And recently I secured a job while communication with Arfa and with you, Mr. Liaquat. and
Right.
but
So instead of going into the full details, in short, you can just let's say if overall rating as per your career growth sheet was, for example, 5 out of 10. Now how it is, how much is the improvement?
no, I think as per I mentioned in sheet and what progress right now about 6 or 5.5 because I mentioned about some certifications, so I'm working on it until I accomplish the target. So can't increase more than the numbers myself.
Right. So it means things are improving. Plus you secure the job also. So congratulations for that also.
Great to know about.
Great to know.
Thank
I
you.
think now we were just waiting for the Vice Chairman of Pakistan Business Council, Mr. Kaise. Once he joins, we will be starting officially.
We have one more joiner, Junaid Dar. So if you can unmute yourself and just give a brief intro about yourself. And also we have Archana back, so we will just, Junaid, please give a brief intro about yourself. Are you with us, Junaid?
Yeah, he unmuted himself.
Okay, we will just pass on to Archana for the time being till Junaid is back. Archana, please unmute yourself and feel free to speak up. We would like to know about you.
Okay, so Ithail, I think we can start with the presentation, and once Mr. Kaise joins, Dr. Kaise joins, he can go with the introduction. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. I hope we will learn through this session and we will support each other. I don't want to consider it like a lecture or something. I prefer that it is a two-way communication kind of discussion, so we learn together and we grow together. Now I would request Ms. Ethel to share the presentation screen so we can proceed accordingly. So basically, this is the second session with the topic of career growth. So overall, when we focus on the career growth part, there are three key factors which we need to focus during our career growth. So mainly we need to work on skill development and then networking and then overall performance and productivity. So everybody, as we discussed in the last session also, that everybody has to analyze himself that, okay, from these three main factors, which is the main weakness area, my main weakness area, and which is my top strength area, which I need to use both in a wise way. So the area which is weak, that I need to focus and improve it, and the very area which I am already strong, I need to focus in more and use it and brand it in a way that I can improve my career accordingly. We have, I think, Dr. Kaise has joined, right? Okay. So from skill development point of view, you need to know, you need to work on the continuous learning and then focus on the practical experience also and soft skill enhancement also. We will talk about these points in very short, but just to basically these are the points which most of the professionals who are already in the professional field for 1 year or more than 1 year, they all already know these things. The things which we are telling are not nothing new. They are more like reminders actually that okay, you are being reminded that you need to focus on some areas so that you can improve or enhance your directions. The next point related to career growth is networking. So in networking, you need to work one is one-to-one networking on the same level of the people, and the second is when you are going to mentor, you have a mentor, like people who are already in Nawafis as a candidate or as a mentor. They already know that okay, this what kind of relationship is there for a mentor. In addition to mentorship, there is something called sponsorship also, which is a bit more one step higher than mentorship. Now, I am not going to tell you that what is this sponsorship. I leave it for you as a homework. You can just go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT that from career growth point of view, what is the difference between mentorship and sponsorship? So once you get the answer, you can let us know in the next session. Then the last and very important point in networking is building a personal brand. Personal brand is more like your identity, that how people recognize you from the professional point of view, which you need to work on and focus. And the third point is basically your performance itself and your productivity. And for that, we need to work on our own goal setting according to profession, time management, and the quality of work itself. So from this one single chart, you need to see, okay, that you need to work more on skill development, more on networking, or more on productivity. For example, if I see myself, my most weak area in my professional life is time management. So I am trying to focus personally on time management during this last month, and next month I am planning to focus more towards the artificial intelligence skills learning. So this is the same way you can see this chart, and you can see that okay, which area I have to focus. Ethel, can you move to next slide? So from the continuous learning point of view, it's a simple point that you can go with the certification. As Abdul Sami already told that he focused on the certification part, and he has recently done the certifications. Nowadays, online certification is kind of very easy process. So if you go to the LinkedIn Learning module, you can do certification, many type of small short certification in a quick way. And the second point is you have to stay updated with the industry trends. So in each industry nowadays, technology is impacting, and there are a lot of changes coming. So industry trends are important things which you need to follow continuously, because the knowledge whichever we have nowadays, every 6 months it becomes superseded and something new is coming. So keep yourself updated and seek mentorship and guidance. Having a mentor is basically having you have a light in your hand, you have a continuous support. So always try to have a mentor. Next slide, I think. Yeah, before we proceed further, and Nikhil will be showing the next slide, we have Mr. Wasim Raja also with us. Welcome, Wasim Raja.
Awesome. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
And Dr. Kesar is also with us.
And Dr. Kasser is also with us. So before we proceed further with the points related to improving of practical experience, I would request Mr. Kasser, Dr. Kasser Anis, to just guide us and give some thoughts before we proceed further. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Sir.
Dr. Kesar is still on mute. Everybody please speak.
His mic is mute.
Yeah.
Dr. Kasser is Vice Chairman of Pakistan Business Professional Council in Abu Dhabi. But right now, I think he's still mute.
You can continue with your presentation.
Okay, so I think we can continue.
He's speaking, Dr. Kesar. I believe.
No, not yet. He is still not.
Okay, so from practical experience enhancement point of view, you need to engage in the hand-on projects. You need to work on a real task and apply the theoretical knowledge. And then develop the problem solving and critical thinking skills. This will give you chance to enhance you further. So get engaged. The second point related to practical experience is if you are not on job or if you are having difficulties, even if you are on job also sometime, if you go involve yourself in volunteer activities, you get more challenging tasks, which basically polish your personality and enhance your skills in a multi-directional way. So that also supports you. And the third point is that you participate in the internship and job rotation role also. Within your company, if you are already on job, you can either have a rotation within your organization, or you can just request your manager that you want to have an introduction with other disciplines, other department, in case you are working in a large company. In case of small company, mostly you already get a chance to know the bigger picture, so which basically enhance your mindset and knowledge towards that. Next.
There's
Now-
on chat box as well.
Now, the most important things come nowadays with reference to soft skill enhancement. So when we have a list of skills, and there are thousands of skills in the list, but there is one skill which is basically top of the all skills, or you can say mother of all skills. If you have that skills, all your skills get more branding itself, which is basically communication skills. So we need to always work on our written, non-written communication and skills, and actively work on the listening and providing feedback skills also. You need to develop your leadership qualities, which also comes after you involve yourself in multiple communication activities. So those who are interested in developing the leadership skills, Toastmaster session is one of the way where you can involve yourself and improve your communication plus leadership skills also. And this kind of session we used to have before face to face, and we used to give chance of speaking to every participant, so he can speak and he can talk, inform about his personal skill he can brand himself also, and he can improve his communication skills also. But nowadays, due to the time limitations, we are not proceeding with that. But still, we are open that, let's say, in the next session, I would request Abdul Sami to choose a topic, and then he can talk about that topic for 2 to 3 minutes, which will give him another chance to develop. And similarly, it's an open forum for all. If you can just tell us in advance that, okay, in the next session, I want to talk about this topic, and we will be open to accommodate 1 or 2 speakers in each sessions. So basically, this platform itself will give you a chance to improve your communication skill and your leadership skills, plus your own personal branding also. And the last point which we need to improve with reference to soft skills is related to problem solving. Problem solving is also one of the master skills which is highly in demand, especially in futures, because when most of the problems will be solved by artificial intelligence, there will be more requirements of the things which only humans can do. So you need to focus more on your own critical thinking and analysis, and creative solutions and innovations. Because what happens mostly, we are used to do the routine works. We go to our office, we already have a set of schedules, things, and we do same things in same routines. Instead of that, focus more where you can employ the artificial intelligence, where you can apply these smart technologies, where you can go with the more innovative ways. So that this kind of thinking or this kind of mindset will open the new opportunities and new ways also. And even in case of job hunt also, they used to say, if you are not able to find the opportunity, create the opportunity. And that comes when you have the innovative and creative and problem-solving mindset. And that also comes with practice and with that mindset. Next, Nikhil.
Dr. Kesanis is with us now.
Just go.
And there's
Welcome, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum,
Wa
Dr.
alaikum salam. So, Dr. Kesanis is with us. So before we proceed further, let's, sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Liaquat Saab. Thank you for always taking the leadership in the professional development growth. We are very proud of you and your team. And welcome to the second session of webinar on professional career growth. I'm sorry that I came late. I'm really far, nearly 130 kilometers away from Abu Dhabi. We have some important events of people coming from USA and Canada, and they invited me to speak here on some other subject. But of course, I don't want that my presence should not be there in this important webinar and important meeting, because it's a matter of the development of human resources. And Pakistan Business Professionals Council always keep that Pakistani to be most skilled person here in United Arab Emirates. So the image of Pakistan should be on top, and the image of Pakistan should be always good. And this is what the motto I always say to everyone, all Pakistani, to work on this, to bring a skilled worker who is certified from Pakistan. That will elevate everything. And Mr. Liaquat and Madam Sidra and Alicia Ayaz and Mustafa Arshad, they're all leading professionals on the subject. They are team members also there. I can see Sabahat, she is our VP program. I can see Madam Ethel. So they all the team members who are working voluntarily. Mind, they are doing voluntary work, which is We be proud of everyone. They conduct every now and then, and wants that Pakistani or any professional to get a good job to his choice, to his work. And it's all is how you present rightly, and how you present your CV, how you interview there, how you present with the person there. So in this technology world where AI and a lot of things are where you can prepare yourself to work on to get your choice of the job. But as Yaqasa mentioned, I'm very happy to hear all the techniques he's providing. The
Actually, the weather is so good, so we are enjoying with the tea and samosa. If somebody would like to join us here in the office, we would love to offer. And we have very nice ones, by the way.
Actually, here
Shaista?
it's raining outside in Abu Dhabi. So some weather issues are also there.
Thank you, Faiza.
Continue.
I think we can continue with the presentation. And then meanwhile it get connected.
Dr. Kesar is back.
Dr. Kesar, welcome back.
I don't know.
Dr. Kesar, we cannot hear you properly.
Yeah, there's a bit distortion in the voice.
Yeah, there's a distortion there. We cannot hear you.
Maybe because of weather.
Still not here. Still you can't hear me?
We can hear you, but the voice is not very clear. It's choppy. Sorry.
Okay, maybe Alain is like this. I'm near Alain. Okay. So what I suggest, let Mr. Liaquat, you continue with the program. I come in the program, okay?
Yes,
I don't want to disrupt you. I have few points to share with you. Okay, you continue, and at the end I will join with equality.
Right, sir. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And there's a message in the chat box if somebody is asking, can we ask the questions during the presentation?
Maybe I said after the last.
Or-
Unless
You can write up your questions with you, and once we are done with the session, with the presentation, definitely we will take up your questions.
Yeah, we can have a discussion like
Yeah, after session, you can ask your question.
Yeah, we have a Q&A session at the end of the plan. So you will have a chance to ask all your questions. Now, related to the career growth, one of the most important thing, normally we used to say, or even maybe you see in your company also, that sometimes the most skilled person is not who is getting promoted. Sometimes the person who is more social or more more close to the boss, he gets more promoted. So sometimes you feel that, no, this is unfair, or this is not right. I am working very hard and the other guy is not working so hard, but he is getting promoted. But you need to understand that there are more important skill also other than the practical skills or technical skills, which is basically the rapport building or networking or relationship building. So if you are already strong in your technical skills, you need to focus more towards being social also, within your company also and outside your company also. In parallel to building relationship, you need to collect prayer also, because when I think about myself, I personally see that I am not highly skilled. and even I am not very much social also, but I use my survival is mainly depending on prayers, I think. So when you do good for others, you get some kind of positive energy, which plays a role in your life. So always try to build positive relationship with positive mindsets, because I have seen the people who try to build relationship with only the mindset that they want to get something out of that relation, or just what we call in Urdu ke matlab ki dosti, that doesn't brings the proper result. So always try to build relation in a two-way manner, that you try to give and try to help others, so the positive energy comes in your life. So work on professional relationship building also. Ethel, next. Yeah, as we discussed before, also mentorship and sponsorship. This is your homework. I am not going to explain this slide much. You have to think that why a mentor is important in your career, and what is the difference between mentor and sponsorship. That is also your homework, and how you can offer yourself as a mentor to other. There are a lot of skills which you already know. You are in the practical field. I think everyone who is here in this session has more than 2 years experience. So you are already in a position that you all know many things. You can become a mentor for others also. So think in that way also, which works basically. Sometime instead of learning by ourselves, we learn more by teaching others. So when we have to teach others, we have kind of more responsibility, and we learn in more in a different way and a different style, which improves our own skills. So that's just a reminder point of view. Ethan, next. Personal branding is a big subject itself. So just due to time limitation, I will not go more in detail of this slide. This point also I leave for you as a homework, that from your understanding, what is the personal brand and how you are working on it. What are the key points which you will be focusing in coming 1 month? So once those who will be attending next session, the session 3, I will be asking from you that what kind of the activities you have done which are impacting your own personal brand, and you need to learn about this personal branding by yourself also. Instead of as I said in the beginning, instead of giving it as a lecture or everything as a continuously, I'm just trying to give you a bit homework also, so that when we meet in the next session, you feel yourself that something is improved and something you have learned by yourself also. Until next. And next also, I think you can skip this. Time management is one of the key factor, where you need to see that what are the factors which are impacting basically on overall quality of the performance or work in your ongoing job or the job which you are looking for. So focus on that part also. Next. Related to quality of work, especially for those who are already on job, we used to see overall from the international level also, if a product is coming from Japan, you have different kind of trust. And if a product is coming from some other country, I don't want to mention the name, but you see that, okay, from different brands or different persons, you already have a built a kind of mindset that, okay, if something is coming from here, it will be surely a quality. So during this time, you have to be the person that other people trust, that if something is done by Abdul Sami or something is done by this person, it surely has some quality. So try to strive for the excellence in every task and try to get feedback from your colleagues, from your seniors, from your boss. As in today's session, I asked Abdul Sami that, okay, during last 1 month, have you worked on your career growth, and how, what are the key factors you have improved, and what are the things? Similarly, you can ask for yourself also and get the feedbacks from your surroundings and try to improve. And I always take the feedback as a positive, don't take feedback as a negative. Sometimes you get criticism also, but that you need to analyze accordingly. Don't take it personal, or not think it in a way that this person is just criticizing me or he is giving me a negative. So always have a filter, always try to differentiate the personal hate or personal liking or disliking from the actual feedback, and improve your area. And if you are already having some good things, try to maintain that professionalism in your activities. So I believe and I pray that after the session, when we meet next month, you have that confidence that, okay, you are improving the quality of your current working strategies and philosophies, and people around you are feeling the difference. I think next. Yeah, at the end of my part, which was related to career growth, this is the a sheet, or you can say this is a homework sheet, which is Faiza has already distributed to all the attendees who attended earlier. Those who have not received, they can request Faiza again and get the sheet. And Abdul Sami has already explained that he has this sheet. So in this sheet, you can fill your own ranking. You can rank yourself that, okay, in skills development, my target is to reach 10 out of 10, but right now I am 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10. And then you identify that, okay, which area you have to focus and in which area you need to work a lot. As I told, I gave my personal experience that I am focusing more nowadays on time management. And in the next month, I will be focusing more on artificial intelligence. Similarly, you can think about yourself and target at least 1 or 2 sections from this sheet and try to improve yourself in upcoming 1 month. And then we will see, you can give us your learnings and feedbacks and share your thoughts also, which will help others also. And same way, by every month, we will improve step by step. So these were the all points related to career growth. If you have any question related to these slides, you can ask now. If there is any general question, you can ask at the end. Any question related to these points?
Ethan, can you open the chat box? I can see some questions there. One person was volunteering for mentorship.
Agreed, we should appreciate contact more. This is related to sheet.
Oh, Faiza has already told it.
I can provide mentorship in that.
Thank you.
There's a
Kamran.
message from Kamran. I
I
can
think
provide the mentor.
we will be having record of this chatting, no? So this person who is asked, telling for the mentorship, I think we need to follow up with him after the session.
Yeah, his name is Kamran.
Yeah, he's on the video also. So thank you, Kamran. We will
Mr.
be
Kamran is there,
getting back
so-
to you.
Really appreciate.
Right, so moving on, we will go to the next part, which is with Miss Madam Arisha. So related to the building bridges through words. When I gave her the topic, I was having something in my mind, but I'm not sure what is
What is coming next?
what is coming up. So over to you, Madam Arisha.
Yeah, hello everyone, good evening. And as this session is a continuation from the last session, right? So I tried to have a relation between the session we conducted last time, and then I will carry on with some new things in this session. So today we have the topic building bridges through word. It's actually, as Mr. Liaquat have discussed, it's related to your soft skills, how you are communicating with your co-workers, with your employer, with your bosses, with your subordinates, or even when you are applying for some job. Next, please. So last time we discussed mode of communications as mostly verbal, right? You are talking to someone, you are getting commands, you are giving commands, you are responding to them. So when we are verbally communicating with someone, we have to follow these 3 steps. This is actually a kind of revision which we did in our last session, that we listen actively to the person who is talking to us. We understand what they are saying, and then we respond accordingly. So our response will be depending on what we are listening and what we are understanding. So when you are communicating with your co-workers, you should listen actively. You should be focused. You should be having a proper eye contact. You should have an open mind so you can understand what they are saying. And then you can, according to that understanding, can respond to them. Next, please. Last time we had this chart, and I asked the people who were attending that session that they should work on these areas on themselves. When we are talking about personal branding, we are talking about soft skills. So you should know how to improve these things. First of all, you should have checked that are you making eye contact when you are talking to someone? Like I'm talking to this screen right now, so my focus should be there. I should be contacting eye to eye with someone who is sitting in front of me. So you should have eye contact. You should be focused. If I am working on my phone and I'm not looking at you guys, so will it be a good impression of me? I am not focused. So I am not able to listen what you are telling me, and I will not able to respond accordingly. Third, when I am responding, I am replying to you, my conversation should be clear and targeted. I should know what I am telling you, what is needed to tell at that time, and according to that, I should respond you. I should talk to someone who is in front of me. Am I confident? If I am not confident, my words are not coming out from my mouth like what I want. So I'm not able to deliver the message clearly. Am I a good listener? The first thing we talked about. If you are listening to someone properly, you are able to respond. If you know what your audience is, so you are able to communicate with them in a better way. If you don't know that who is your target audience, what message you need to convey to them, you are not able to communicate in an effective way. So for that, you need to be a good listener. Then we should be talking in a voice that should be audible by everyone. You guys can hear me clearly? Am I audible? Yes or no? I would like to see something in chat box. Am I audible right now? Yes. So if you are able to hear me, hear my voice, so obviously you can respond to me. So if you are talking to someone, your voice should be according to the level of the people you are attending to. If we are in a conference call, we are talking to a small group of people, we are talking to a large group of people, your voice should be adjusted according to the amount or number of the people you are talking to. Next, please. So after this session also, I will ask everyone that you should focus on these points which we just discussed, and then try to stand in front of the mirror and see that what you are doing. Are you able to make eye contacts? Are you focused? And what is your body language? You are confused, or you are sitting straight or standing straight. You are moving too much. So try to focus all of these things. With verbal communication, we have to be focused on our non-verbal communication, what our body is giving the message to the person who is standing in front of us. So we should control our verbal communication, also our body language, our eye contact, everything. Now, after that, as we have discussed verbal communication in our last session in detail, so today I'm going to discuss about some written communications. May I know that what are some of the examples of written communication? I would like to see in the chat box how we can communicate with our employers by writing. Email, yeah. And Teams, Zoom, Google Chat, yes. WhatsApp messages. These days we have WhatsApp groups.
Actually, I would just rephrase the question. What are the means of miscommunication in office?
No. Let me finish my presentation. Yeah, we will come to that, how we can miscommunicate. Yes.
How this communication gap.
Also, when we are working on some documents, obviously, if you are working on some Google Sheet, people are from accounts and finance, they have to submit some documents related to that. For any work, you need to have some documents in hand. So along with these things which you guys have mentioned, we also have some reports, documents also. LinkedIn, yes, WhatsApp group, professional platforms, social media, your emails, the most important part. Ethan, can you please press the next button? Yes, these are some of the ways: letters, emails, notes, curriculum vitae, your CV, your resume, your personal statement or cover letter, your LinkedIn profiles. These all the things can be included in your written communications. Notes can be your dossiers. Whatever you are writing is actually the permanent thing which you are handing over to someone. So you should be perfect in your writing part. When we are talking to someone, there is always a chance that we can repeat our statement, we can recorrect our statement. But when we are writing, so we should be very thorough, and we should be mindful that what we are writing, we should have some practice already. Next, please, Ethan.
Yeah, and from when they were discussing that what are the points related to communication, I just came to this point that when we are communicating on social media, the funny thing is a person or statement given on social media goes in multiple directions. If you will see the main statement and the comments under the statements, you will see 180-degree different directions. So that's also a way that how people communicate.
Yeah, this happens. Yes. So last time we also discussed that when we are communicating with someone verbally or in written communication, so we should be having 3 W's in our mind, right? Why do we need this communication? Like Mr. Liaquat said that someone is posting something else and the context of the conversation in the comments is different, right? So if you are responding to someone with what that is not needed, so this is not fair with them, right? So you should know that why this thing is needed, why you need to respond, why you are communicating with someone. When you know that why, you will be able to define what you should say, what you need to write, or how. Okay, when your purpose is clear, so your what is clear and your how is clear. You will know that what to write and how to present or write it. Next, please. Here, I would like to add 7 C's of communications. As we just said that when we are writing something, it's mostly whichever thing is written is going to them. You cannot correct it. You have to send the email again. If you are giving something in system, you have to take all the things back. You have to you have to work on it again. So always follow this 7 C's of communication. It's also for verbal communication, but I think for written communication, it's a must go. You should know that what you are writing. So you should be very clear. Your words should be very clear. They can be able to understand what you are writing. Concise. No need to have a long talk, a long letter or email or document, because they don't need the things which are unnecessary. So you should be concise. You should be concrete. If you are presenting your prime point, if you are, for example, writing a cover letter, a personal statement, so it should be concrete. It should be with the facts. It should be the supporting documents or certifications. And it should be correct. You can rewrite, you can make the drafts, and then you can send when you are sure that whatever you have written is 100% correct. You should be coherent when you are writing paragraphs or something. It should be related. When you're talking to someone, everything should be related to other thing. Like, for example, I am talking something, other people are talking something, and it's not coherent. So you are not giving some impactful message. Then it should be complete. Whatever information they are asking you for, it should be, all the information should be given in your email or document you are submitting. Obviously, it should be courteous, as Mr. Liaquat mentioned earlier in his presentation. Then some people are good in their professional life, they have skills, but still they are not getting promoted. Why? Sometimes they are not that much social, they are not that much good in communication. So it's good that you should be courteous when you are talking to someone and when you are writing something. Next, please, Ithil. Why we need this written communication? As I said, it's permanent record of your information. And if you are applying for some job, it's your first impression to your potential employer when you're writing a CV and you're writing a personal statement or cover letter. So what is said, that first impression is the last impression. So you must have a good first impression. Then we have integral part in sharing knowledge and ideas. Why? When we are sharing something, when we are talking to someone, if it is not recording, you are just giving some advices. But when you are writing something, it's something that is in written, it's in black and white. So it should be a perfect, concrete, and concise knowledge or ideas you are giving to someone. There can be agreements, job offers, and official discussions. Obviously, you have to follow these 7 C's when you are doing these things, because there are minimal chances of error. And if you are having grammatical errors, or if you are providing wrong information, for example, your figure is in 6.2K, but you are mentioning 6.0K, yeah, or it's 5.2K. Maybe the impression is not good and they are not giving you another target or project for the next term. So for all official discussions, agreements, job offers, your written communication should be in a perfect way. So I would like to ask all of you that can you remember any incident in your professional life where you think if you didn't miss that point in written communication, so it would be better? Like anything which you have done in your professional life, any error which you want to share, which you were talking earlier, any miscommunication error?
I think Wasim Raja has many examples nowadays.
Really?
Not many examples, but I can share one of the examples.
Yeah, please.
Recently, what happened, like I was supposed to send a report to the other department, and I also copied to our management, means our head of finance and the deputy CEO. So whatever the information which I collected that was supposed to send to the other department, I already sent it. Right? After that, I came to know that there's more information which I already got it, and that was updated in our system. And I reshared, means I resubmitted to the other department. Right? The same means whatever the information that was sent to the department, and I added that information with the previous one, and I sent it to a different department. Right? So that was highlighted by head of our finance, and he mentioned that this is a mistake and it should not be repeated, because it will be embarrassed situation for the person, and that will be confusion as well for the others. Like what information which was sent earlier and the information which is added there, and the report will be duplicated, right? So please try to avoid such kind of mistakes in future. So I learned from that and I apologize at the same time. And I try to focus on the area of improvement.
Yeah,
Because
as we were discussing that obviously these things can be happen with anyone. The mistakes can be happen, but we are giving you these reminders so you will not repeat these mistakes again and again. Or sometimes we are writing something and someone said that, oh, you are writing it correctly or not. So we are careful. We will not write the wrong word. So Mr. Wasim just shared an example that happened to him in his professional life. And this is what actually happened with all of us in some stage of life because we have personal commitments and things going on. But still, what happened because of that, as he said that he received an email from HOD, he had to rewrite the email. So there was a problem in time management also because of that effect on time, effect on performance, right? So all of these these things are countable. So it's better to avoid these communication errors, especially when you are writing emails or important documents related to your job.
Can you please take a break for 1 or 2
Yes,
minutes?
let's take break for Azan. Yes, please. Ethel, next slide. Yes, so as we discussed in previous slides, that we should have a proper verbal communication. Along with that, we should support this verbal communication with our non-verbal posture or our eye contact and our focus. Everything should be accordingly, according to our conversation we are having with someone. Now we are discussing the written communication as this seminar or session is related to career growth. So I would like to discuss some important points related to the resume or CV. We all have CVs, we all have resumes, and we think they are perfect. But sometimes there are small mistakes which can make an impression on your employer, potential employer if you are applying for a job. First, you have to write your name, your email, your address, your contact number. What can be a blunder with address and contact number? That sometimes these are not functional. For example, you had a contact number in your email, but after some times you shifted, you moved out of the country or you moved from another city and then you change your number, something happened and you didn't update your number. So how could they contact you? Sometimes email address, you are not using one email ID and you are not mentioning that current email ID in your CV. So how could your employee can contact you? Your personal headline, this is a very important part. When you are writing about yourself, your resume, your CV, there should be a personal headline highlighting your main qualities for that job. When we have job offers or job applications, For example, I am asking for a person who can conduct lectures in a university, for example, but in personal headline, they are telling me about their sales experience. Liaquat Saab is from finance department. He is asking for a employee, person who will be working in his finance department, but the person is sending CV which is related to the marketing department or any other. So will it be helpful for him? No, he will disregard it. Maybe sometimes you have experience in more than one field, but it's better to have this person headline according to the post you are applying for. For example, I have seen a CV in current times as I was conducting a lecture in school. The student was applying for a training, and the training he was applying for is in IT department. But actually, in school, he had some experience related to medical camps or something. So that medical camp experience cannot be totally relatable to IT department. So what should be there? It should be according to his potential employer or the post he's applying for. So he should have some certificate, some soft skills, anything which he can mention, and it's related to that particular post. Then your education, whatever your education is, you should have mentioned it clearly along with the year you have passed, or if you have any certification related to that particular post. Your work experience, same thing will go in work experience. It should be relatable to whatever you are applying for. If you are applying for some other job and you are highlighting the experience you have in some other sector, it is of no use because they are looking for something that is relatable to them. Same goes for awards and certification, anything which can make you stand out. As it was shared earlier, that certifications are very necessary. They can show that you are interested in updating your knowledge. You are getting some information that is according to the current trends. So try to get latest certifications which can improve your hard skill and soft skill. As it was earlier discussed, that there is an option of personal branding. So this all should be branding you, your achievements, your statement. Okay. So your resume is your first impression to your employer. So it should be perfect. It should be telling everything about you. Next, please.
And I just remember, I think Wasim also knows, there was one guy who came on visit visa for job search, and he was leaving because he didn't get the job after 3 months. And when we checked his CV, it was showing Pakistan mobile number.
That's the main thing, because
It happened several times
yeah, because people are trying to contact, but how can they contact you?
because of multiple numbers or email addresses. will
Yes.
And especially people
confuse the
used
employer.
to keep WhatsApp number on India or Pakistan because of some facilities or calling facilities they have something. But what happens when they are here in UAE? We always recommend that when you are in UAE, use UAE WhatsApp number.
Yes.
Even most of the times, the emails which are coming from the suppliers and vendors, we are having a lot of them, and the real email will go to the junk. So we have to be clear, clearly checking our all the emails when it is coming from someone we have not been in contact, because most of the job career people, they will always send you an email from their domain. So of course, first of all, it will go to junk or spam. So keep scrolling your emails and keep filtering it so that you don't miss the important email.
And that point was also highlighted by and discussed by Mr. Liaquat in the last session. The barriers, like how you can make sure that your resume, your email has been forwarded, or other person has received your email, or that.
There's one more thing.
So this
Sorry,
is
there's just one more thing I would like to add here.
Sabar, we can
when you're-
take comments later in the session. It's better.
All right, okay, fine. No, because we were talking about the email addresses and all, so I just wanted to add one thing.
Yeah, sure.
That's it. It's not a comment or anything. It's just about the email address.
Yes, please share.
So when we are adding our email address to our CVs, we should try to make our emails using our first and the last names, and not like cool man, pretty
Yeah.
girl, pretty smile, not like at Hotmail or Yahoo or
Or
Gmail.
basically,
It should be professional. It should look professional.
Yes.
or basically,
No, because we have
highlighted.
we have actually seen CVs coming up with, these kind of email addresses.
You should
That's why.
change your name here right now.
Busy bee.
So we
For
can
me,
see your
Busy
real
Bee?
name.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, no. Even this is a professional name now, actually. I'm
Uh-huh.
officially a Busy Bee.
But still,
Yeah.
this is something that can impact your potential employer. Busy bee is not professional
See,
right now.
I'm not using Zoom. I'm not using Zoom for any professional purpose,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's for my personal use only. But if I'm using it for my official, obviously I'm using my real name. I'm not using my social media name at all. I know it's not going to give a good impression.
Actually, in some Zoom meeting, they ask everyone to join with their real name. This is the reason, same reason, like CVs or any communication you have, people should know that who they are talking to,
Yes,
right? So
that's
it
important.
doesn't matter. We know you actually. It's someone here with us and with the name of Busy Bee. But it's better to write your name, even if you are in any workshop, seminar, in Zoom meeting. It's good to write your name.
All right, okay.
No,
I'll
just-
keep that in mind for next time.
Just to make you more clear, someone from the Zoom speakers joined and we called him by name. I believe it's with Arshad, someone.
Yes,
or-
yes, yes.
And then we came to know he's one of the speaker. So definitely your Google or whatever the names are being on the screen can reflect.
Yeah, but see, what we're talking about right now is your email address on the CV, because that's the first communication you're sending, or you're representing yourself. And you're sending an email saying cool man or a pretty girl or pretty smile. That's not giving a professional look. This is all what I meant to say.
Yeah,
Next communication
Actually-
steps they come afterwards.
Yeah,
Is the
actually-
first thing what Arisha was explaining about the CV. Anyway, I don't want to prolong it because I know we are very short of time. Sorry.
Yes, actually,
Sorry for interfering.
these things mostly happen in the start of career. As I was telling you that I was conducting some lectures in schools related to this same career steering. So at that time in your high school, you have these kind of email IDs mostly, like cool man, cool dude, or
I was
frozen
mentioning,
princess.
ABC for you.
Yeah.
And
But with the career growth, where after few years, after few experiences, this is the first thing everyone changes, like from non-professional email ID to a professional email. And along with that, photo. Many of us have photographs on our CVs, and these photographs should be professional too. I have seen some photographs like with sunglasses on, or like pouts, yeah. But if you are giving such kind of photographs to your employer, obviously you are not getting any job. So it's not mandatory to add a photograph, but if you are adding, it should be professional too. Your phone number and mailing address we have discussed, and email address. Sometime with Gmail these days, it is happening that your Gmail is full. You're not getting emails. So if you are giving that email ID in your CVs, that you should keep checking and deleting old stuff, so you can have the new emails. So everything you are mentioning in your CV should be updated, and you should be reachable with each of the things you mentioned in your CV, your email ID, your contact number, even your address. It should have some hint that where are you staying right now. You are applying for a job in UAE, but if you are mentioning that you are currently in Pakistan, so I don't think it will give a good impression. So you should have your address, which you can present from here, UAE, and also with a contact number. It should be a UAE contact number if you are applying for a job in UAE.
And we also recommend the file name, file name itself, it should be name of the person with position. Normally,
right.
they are writing
Yeah.
001 or
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
names.
thank
so
you very
it's
much,
not,
Mr. Wasim, for
purpose.
highlighting one very, very, very important. When you are sending CVs to any job portfolios, the email should be with your name or CV or resume. The subject matters, and even your the CV name matters. You
Yes.
should not be writing XYZ blah blah blah. Like, of course, you should write a resume, Sabahat, or like whatever your name is, or if you mean it more professionally, you can say administrative job, your name.
Or
So
accountant or IT
your title,
engineer.
your
the
job
title,
title.
the name of the document really matters. The name of the subject really matters in the emails.
Yes.
Even I can share my example. My email address is w.raja.finance. So other person will get to know that
You're
my
working in
profession
finance.
is finance background.
So you can see that with all of the professionals here, we have too much to share, and all of us have experienced one or other thing in our professional lives, and we all have done some mistakes at any
one
point. Yeah. So, but still, we are learning. Still, we are learning, and we are sharing what we are learning with you guys. Next, please. We have discussed about personal headline. We have discussed about how you are mentioning about your main title, like Mr. Wasim was mentioning. You can see after name, it's written administrative assistant. So the employer will know that this person is applying for this job. And also the headline she has given, it should be related to whatever she is applying for. I would like all of you to go through this little CV headline. Yes, and I will ask the people who are here and on Zoom if you can highlight the mistakes in this paragraph.
Supporting.
You can write in name.
Okay.
Wait. You guys can write on paper so we can tell you.
Kept in mind.
So kindly everyone who is sitting on the other side of the screen, go through these lines and then try to find out if there is any mistake in this paragraph.
Position title. Position. System.
Spelling.
Not once, but many.
Yes, can you highlight any of the grammar mistakes? I can see you are writing spelling mistake, grammar mistake. Can you please highlight any one of them? Yes. And with this generation, one of the main problem is that we are used to write the abbreviations. Like I said also in my introduction, I am working with Nawafiz and PBPC. So, but it's good when you're writing your CV, you are writing an official email, try to use the full form of the word. Here she wrote that supporting executives, but it's like execs.
Even the position title, there's a mistake. Assistant.
Yeah, assistant, spelling mistake is there also. So what you can see that the first impression is good or bad? Calendar, yeah. Calendar management. The first impression is bad, yes. So when you are asking someone that they should give you a job, so why will they give you a job? When you are not even able to write your headline in a proper manner. So how will you able to communicate when you will be working there? By writing, orally, everything. So it's better to go through all of your documents, whether it's an email, it's your CV, it's your cover letter, or your personal statement. Everything should be free from any kind of error. Can you please move on?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so as Mr. Liaquat was saying that we should talk about miscommunication or bad points also. What are the bad points which can make a CV looks bad, or it will make your employer reject your CV? If your CV is disorganized and difficult to read, sometimes people put all of the information in their CVs, and it's like something is going up, something is going down. They have too many columns. It's difficult to read. Have you been encountered any CV like that?
Yeah, many. And even some people who, when they are talking to you, they are talking so many words कि आप एंड पे कह रहे होते हैं कि भाई कहना क्या चाहते हो.
Yeah, it happens with me
So that also
That's
so
really
that when
important
you
to-
are talking also that time also summarize or remain to the point.
I can also share the example. Recently, there was a position in my close contacts. She's working as the HR director, and she was asking for some resumes. So I shared with her, and there was one of the resumes which I also disliked, but I shared with her. Just wanted to take the opportunity for that person. And when she was going through the resume, immediately she said rejected. I said, at least you can make a call for the interview. She said, no. She mentioned only 2 words, like resume is not impressive and headline is also not impressive. Even his photo is not impressive. Means it's not professional.
Yeah.
In 2 or 3 words she mentioned, and she used the word like
In
I
first
cannot.
glance, they
Yeah.
rejected it.
And then in other words, in addition, she said that the person who is sending the resume, if he's not working on his resume, how can I bother to make a call for him
Yes.
for the interview call? So
Actually,
it should be complete content of information, and with the headline should be very impressive, including photo.
there is a professional word which we mostly use in our daily life. Try to filter your words. Don't give a bunch of words to anybody because everybody cannot digest everything. So try to filter your resume with very appropriate and best of your knowledge words.
And we always
We don't
recommend-
need a
And
lot of
relevant
words.
things.
And we always
which are
recommend the
related to
job
your job.
seekers to prepare the resume themselves, because sometimes, or we have seen many times, people, like especially I'm talking about the applicants or the job seekers, they are getting their resume through other persons or other channels. So even whenever they are appearing for the interview, they are completely blank, like what they are going to explain, and even they are sometimes they are surprised from the questions raised by the management or raised by the employer. So means they're not aware of the resume.
Yeah, even they don't know what they have written in their resume.
They were unable to go through their resume. at least.
Especially
Actually,
the languages.
the words which we are trying to say is like filtering the words mean definitely you have to choose your words before sending it to anybody. Whether it be an email, whether it be a resume, whether it be your written communication, whether
Clear and
even your
concise.
clear, concise.
Yes.
And mainly, like I want to give an example. If you say "Ruko mat khelo," and if you don't punctuate it, you will never be able to know where to stop and where to start it. Ruko mat khelo. Ruko mat khelo. So it's like an example I'm giving you. Everything should be appropriate to the point and with punctuation, with spellings.
Yes.
Everybody is using ChatGPT, so it's a good AI for everybody. Those who cannot prepare their CVs, so use ChatGPT. They will give you more professional words.
And we will talk about this too, because this is a very important part. Right now, everyone is using ChatGPT, but how to use ChatGPT is
That's
also a
important.
trick. So as we all have shared with you that these kind of mistakes happen, and because of these mistakes, like no proper headline, a difficult to read or disorganized CV, and irrelevant CV.
Skills are not focused.
These things, yeah, skills are not focused, and what you need for that job is not actually written in your CV in a proper way. So it could impact your job application, and your employer will reject you in first glance. They will not proceed with the interview or anything further. And also the spelling and grammar mistake. This is a very big thing, as Sabahat said, that if you cannot write, take help from ChatGPT, but don't take help from the CV writers, because they sometimes add something there which are not included in your personal profile. And if the interviewer asking about these things, you don't know about these things, obviously you got rejected at the first step. Also, don't include this attracting graphics. Some people think that if their CVs are more colorful with pictures, I have seen some CV actually recently for the presentation that there were color boxes. So these things also can deviate them from the information you actually trying to provide to them. Also, an unprofessional email address. You should have every information in form of bullet points so they can easily go through your description of your previous work experience or about your education. And it should be relevant, as we have discussed, and it should match with a cover letter or personal statement. That is very important point. As Sabahat was telling about ChatGPT, I will say that use ChatGPT, but along with that, you should have your personal touch, because ChatGPT is giving a generic answer for everyone. right? If 10 people are applying for the same job and they are also using the same prompt, but your personal touch is necessary. If I am getting same response from 10 people, I will reject all of them, all 10 of them.
अक्ल
So
के साथ नकल
yes, अक्ल के साथ नकल चाहिए, और अगर आप नहीं यूज कर रहे ये दोनों चीजें साथ में, तो you will not get your desired result. Also includes quantifiable achievement. As Mr. Wasim said, the things which are not achievable by you, but still they are in your CV, they are not there, and you don't know what to do with them. So it's better to go through your CV and make your CV yourself, so you know that what you are writing and actually what you have done. Because if someone professional is sitting in front of you, they will know ultimately with some answers, with some questions, that you actually don't have that relevant information. Especially in the case of languages, I have seen some people here in UAE, along with English, we are using Arabic in most of the offices. Most of the people think if they are writing Arabic in their CVs and they don't know it, so they think that they will get a chance and they will learn Arabic later. No, it's not like that. If you don't know Arabic, you can clearly tell it. It's okay. You will learn it gradually. You can mention it in your CV, in your cover letter, that I am already working on my language skills, Arabic language skills. And most of the offices here, actually, they are not needing that particular language. So try to write the things which you actually know, which you actually can present in front of your employer.
Accurate information should be true.
Accurate information. Next, please. There is another example. You can see all the mistakes are highlighted. Try to use, as Sabahat was saying, that you should know the correct words you are using for that job. You try to use the action verbs. Don't use the present tense in your CV. It's better to use the past tense. So you can mention that what you have done and what you can done with this employee. You can write it in your cover letter or personal statement, your future goals or your plans. Or you can also see there are spelling mistakes, typing mistakes. Obviously, you will be rejected on the basis of these things. You can also see that the CV is very much congested. So try to highlight the points which are most relevant to your post or your position. So it will filter the points which are irrelevant, as Sabahat was saying. So try to focus on what you are applying for, and it will ultimately help you in constructing a meaningful CV. So these mistakes which we have highlighted, it will give you an idea what you may have done in your CV. So today, all of you will go and check your CVs again. And now I will share some methods how you can improve your CV. We talked about what mistakes we all can do, but now we will learn that how we can improve these CVs. Next, please. Yeah, these two basics thing, Thesaurus and Grammarly, along with ChatGPT. ChatGPT and different AI prompts are now available. Even on PowerPoint, you have the option to get the CV templates. In Canva, you have that option. But why I mention these two only? Because by using Thesaurus, you will get the alternate words for your experience, your description. And with Grammarly, you can correct. For example, as Mr. Liaquat mentioned, there are mentors around you. Sometimes we don't have mentors. We are the one who are actually writing our CVs, who are working on our CVs. So you can copy paste your text and paste it on Grammarly. Grammarly will give you the mistakes. You can rectify these mistakes from there. Even PowerPoint sometimes ignore some mistakes, but Grammarly will not. So try to use these things, these applications, these software, these websites, and then with them and with the use of all of them, you can construct your CV in a better way. Thesaurus will give you the alternate words. For example, I worked with EY, right? But if you are using I worked, so this will not give a good impression. Try to use some other words. Try to use some alternative words, and Thesaurus can help you in this regard. So these two are very good websites, and you can actually make an account and you can use many features free. So kindly write these, and whenever you are writing any official document, even if it is an email or your resume or your personal statement, you can use these two. And after that, ChatGPT is there for you. Everyone is using. But next slide, please.
And resume format is also available on
Resume
Nawafis
format.
websites.
Yeah, I
Can be
forgot to
downloaded.
mention here.
At free of charge.
Yes, Nawafis.com also have resume form templates. You can use those templates. And if you are getting registered on our platform, one mentor will be assigned to them, and they will help you in that process. So kindly go through the Nawafis.com and make your profile there, register there, and inshallah, our team members will help you in all the steps. And remember, this is something which I need to highlight, because I have seen the Gen Z which is coming. We are millennials. We know the worth of checking and rechecking, but Gen Z is relying totally on AI, on ChatGPT. So it can be used as a tool to help you in completing your task, but it cannot add your personal touch, which I have said earlier. For your personal touch, you should add some of your words, some of your feelings, some of your experience. Now everyone knows. I think all of you can discriminate or differentiate between the text written by a ChatGPT and a person. So with time, the people are also getting smarter. So just try to add some of your personal touch. Next slide, please. So as I just said, that you try to use some action verbs. Mr. Liaquat discussed about the skills. We have mostly soft skills and hard skills. These days, mostly soft skills are not being mentioned in the CVs, like I am a team leader, or I am good in communication, I have good presentation skills. These all soft skills must be presented by your experience, your education details, description, because when you are writing your work experience, you should write 1 to 2 line description about it, which is relevant to your position. So try to use these action verbs. I designed. Okay, this will show that you have command on your project or the task you have been given. I partnered. It means that you are a good team player. You can work in a team environment. You advised. You advise means that you have the capability to lead someone. Okay, you have leadership qualities. I programmed. It is showing that you have skills, technical skills related to the current position you are applying for. I planned. It will show that you can plan something big in the organization you are trying to work in. I presented. It will show that you have good presentation skills. I executed. It means that you completed a task within a time frame. So there are many action verbs. You can search on Google. You will get a complete list. So try to use these action verbs when you are writing your work experience. So it will help to impress your employer. They will know that someone has worked closely on their CV. So try to focus on these things. Next, please. Oh, sorry. Ethan is not here right now. Yes. So that was the total presentation today I am giving you. I think any of you can get benefit from these things which we have discussed, our experienced professionals especially. Can I ask all of you to share with me an incident where you get some feedback from the people who you are applying, like Mr. Wasim shared? If the people on Zoom want to share an incident like that.
Or anything when you submit your CV to someone to check and he highlighted any mistake in your CV, in your resume.
Your mentor or your...
If you want to highlight that.
Actually, there was an email which I really want to highlight. Currently, because I'm in audit, so we are receiving so many emails, and somebody wanted to report sick. So I received an email where that lady I didn't want to mention it, but she was a local lady. She used ChatGPT maybe. She mentioned, I'm having severe diarrhea with constipation. So I was just thinking what she really means. Like
Opposite thing.
because she must have used ChatGPT and she got two words where it was diarrhea and where it was constipation. She mentioned both of it to just make sure that she's getting the sick leave. So this is sometimes, we of course we are using such things, ChatGPT, but we need to be more considerate when we are using that how this is a machine, this is an AI tool. We need to be using it more practically with more mindfulness.
Ethel, can you please open the chat box?
One person has mentioned that he's unable to
Interact with the
I have put in my CV on Nawafiz.
get my feedback.
Yes,
I think
Okay.
Sayyida Faida, she has already responded
yes.
to him.
Inshallah, they will contact you soon.
You can share your Nawafiz profile link and Faiza will follow.
Even last time what happened when I was interviewed by one of the employer, I prepared my resume myself, each and every word, single word. So based on resume, I additionally used one more word that was one of the key skills like IFRS you mentioned. I'm not the expert in IFRS, but I was having the basic knowledge. The question was raised by one of the interviewers, and he asked me, "Can you please explain about the IFRS?" So I was unable to explain properly because I did not have much knowledge.
Yes.
So then I thought that this is my mistake. At least I should have prepared on that topic, which I'm going to add on the resume. So it means the example which I'm sharing with you. The purpose is we have to write down each and everything, whatever we are having the skills. Means the information should be complete and true information. It should not be like you're not having such kind of information or knowledge or skills, but you are writing on resume. So at the time of interview, you will be completely blank.
Blank, yeah. And someone has mentioned about font size. This is very important. It should not be very small. It should not be very big. It's ideal to use 12 black Arial black. That is the best one because it's easily readable. Different font size you should not be using in your CVs. It should be simple. It should be readable, right? And as Mr. Wasim shared, that it should be what you are actually know and what you are actually doing in your past work experience. So try to be focused on what you are writing in your CVs, in your documents, in your emails. Ethan, next please. So now we have discussed the points which can help you in your verbal communication also. I didn't touch that area much because we discussed in last session. So today we focus on our written communication. So I hope that it will help all of you to work on your CVs, your emails, and all of that. For all of that, try to use the ChatGPT, but along with ChatGPT, use your mind too. Like Miss Sabat has mentioned that diarrhea and constipation both were written together and they're opposite
I
terms.
would like to share one more common
Yes,
mistake
please.
which normally professionals are doing. A person who's having a background, let's suppose for a person's having the background in finance, and he's applying for a procurement job, and he's applying for administrative job and sales job. So so my personal advice is if you are having the skills, experience, and qualification based on these three things, you should apply on the relevant job, on the specific job, not for each job or applying for any suitable position. Like this is the most common sentence.
Important point, yeah.
So whatever the position is advertised, we have to see the criteria of that position. What criteria can my profile meet the criteria or not?
No.
So we have to go through the requirements, and if it doesn't fulfill the requirements, I think I should not apply for that position or for each position. So we should be specific based on our background and the skills and education.
It also goes for your certifications. If you are getting some certifications that you think which are more helpful in getting that job, so it's better to have them on top. So they can see that you have that relevant certification or education. For example, I am a pharmacist myself. I have worked in a pharmaceutical university, in hospital, but these days I am more into education field or these professional development field. So when I will be applying for a job, I will obviously mention that I have master's, I have PharmD, but still I would like to add those things more, like I have trained the trainer certifications, I have education related certifications. I will mention them on top because I know where I am applying. So your everything is important, but try to make them more relevant and more targeted to the job position you are applying for. So today, all of you have this task to review your CV yourself, make an account on namafis.com. But along with that, as Mr. Wasim said, it's good that you make your CV yourself. You should know that what is written, how it's written, what words are being used. So you can use or present yourself in a better way in front of your interviewer. If they are interviewing you, it means that they have liked your CV. So here your verbal and non-verbal communication is important. And for all of them, for written communication, for verbal communication, you should follow these 7 C's of communication. Always try to be clear, always try to be concise, complete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. Even I know myself that sometimes I am not very concise. I have too many words. So, but still, try to focus more and more on your abilities, your qualities, and also try to gain some experience. If you are not getting any job right now, try to volunteer your services. This will help you in getting more focused and more groomed. Your personality will improve. If you are sitting at home right now, you are applying for jobs and you are putting your CVs, but you are at home. You are not meeting people. You will feel that after some time, you will lose your charm. You will lose the qualities you have. You will not be able to communicate better with others. So always utilize your time. Try to volunteer. Try to go with some firms which are having trainings or internships or apply for any certifications.
Volunteer
So volunteer also. Use your time wisely. So thank you so much for today's presentation.
Just to add on, there are mostly in the job portfolios, it's mentioned bilingual. Bilingual doesn't mean you know English and Urdu.
Yeah.
It means the local language of that country where you are applying, or if you are applying to a certain embassy, they are just looking forward for their particular country language, not like English and Urdu or English or whatever you feel like.
Yes.
So make sure that you are, like Sir Liaquat also mentioned, we should be very particular about what is mentioned and criteria. Wasim mentioned the criteria should be bilingual. Doesn't mean your language and the English one.
Even in many companies, I have seen that now they have job portals. They are not asking for CVs anymore. And in that job portals, in language section, they have these options that, for example, in English, you are basic, you are native speaker, you have medium knowledge. So try to focus on what you have.
Yeah, companies are
Don't-
using ATS software.
Don't write anything which is not relevant to you or relevant to that job. Any question
Right,
you can ask?
excellent. I think we are actually running out of time. I would like to know if Mustafa Arshad is with us.
Still. No, I believe yes.
Looks like Mustafa Arshad and Sidra Ramzan. They got busy today. So the remaining topics related to artificial intelligence in job hunt and career growth. The topic we will cover in the next session, and similarly the mistakes during job hunt, that topic also we will cover in the next session. So now we will move towards the question and answer. Do we have, if we have any question from the audience, we would like to have, plus I would like to give the 3 minutes to any of the 2 members from the Zoom who would like to express their technical skills from any of their top 3 skills. I would like you to talk about any of your major skills. So first, any question?
I
Yeah,
have a question.
Yeah, so let's
can
go
take
with the
one question.
Kamran first. Let's go with the Kamran first. Yes, Kamran bhai.
so I'm interested that the companies in Saudi and UAE, how they view candidates outside. Do they have preference for local only or local and because there are a sea of candidates who apply for jobs. So how we can increase our chance for getting interview because until we can't have interview there's no way of getting job. So how can we
Do
improve
you
the
have
chance or we can
First
get
thing is there should be presence in Saudi. And recently, one of my family, he's one of my family members. He visited Saudi, and I think within 2 weeks he got a job. Because earlier he was trying to apply from his home country, from Pakistan, and he was unable to receive a positive response from the employers. So some of his friends suggested him to visit the Saudi and apply over there better, because you will be there, you will be available, and physically you can go for the interview. And frankly speaking, he got an opportunity within short span of time.
Also, I would like to add, if you have your LinkedIn profile, try to connect with the people who are working in your target organizations. And this is also a way to connect with the people.
LinkedIn or web portals.
Web portals
Job
also.
web portals are also there.
And maintain your profile there. And try to add something.
The last way I would suggest is like always have your contact number to be posted as per the country you would are willing to work, because if you are posting a Pakistan number in a UE CV when you are profile, nobody will send you a WhatsApp message or nobody will try to call you in overseas, because mostly see every country would like to have a local employees. So definitely they would have more with those who can have a face-to-face interviews. So preferably if you are looking for an opportunity when you are outside the country, try to have a local number of that particular country. That is just a recommended suggestion only.
Because candidate will be mentally prepared. He will have the documents attested, and there will be presence of the person in the local country. So I would prefer to be the in the same country, like physically. And if you are applying from your home country or from UAE, I think there might be some chances, I'm not sure, but it will work, I think, less as compared to the physical.
Yeah.
Just
to summarize the answer, go with 2 steps. First, what Alisha said, try to go virtually via LinkedIn, via jumping into that company virtually by making connections, and then take step 2, go physically, and then you will be having 99% chances of getting hired. जी आप कुछ ऐड करना चाह रहे थे?
I just lost it. Actually, I just wanted to inform you, like those who are really willing to have job opportunities proceeding outside, make sure that you are updating your contact number. That's again very, 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 very important. Like the key point. I myself got a job opportunity here when in EY, and unfortunately, I had to visit my father. He was not well. Because my UAE contact number, which is here from my born brought up, that same number is there. That was switched off. I lost that opportunity, and then I had to contact them by email. That I didn't. My first interview was proceeded. The second interview, which was the retest, which was a test basically, a written test, I didn't get the chance, and they told that they had tried to contact me, and my mobile was not responding or not working. So I had to just go through again a process of again interviewing and then going to the second process of. So make sure that you have certain working number, which is local, not any outside number.
Recently, it also happened here in our company. There was a position for FLS engineer. So you might be aware of it. There were 2 candidates. One was from, he was applying from Pakistan, and other candidate who was already present here in UAE. The person who already applied through from his home country, his application was rejected because we submit for the security clearance, and that was rejected immediately. And the person who was already available here, physically available, and his documents were also attested, and he got selected, and his security was also cleared. So this is one of the examples.
Yes, sometimes requirement is urgent, so whoever is available, they will take them.
They will give the preference to
Yeah.
the person who is already available here.
Just think, if you are an employer, how would you deal with your employee?
But
If
you should
you,
also-
if you are, let's say, I will just explain you, if you are hiring a worker or a cook or just a maid at your job, definitely you will prefer the person who is in your city, apart from that who is
Yeah, sure.
living outside the city.
But
So definitely that is preferable to be in country, or rather have a particular contact number of that country, or like Arisha mentioned, have a virtual contact in that firm itself.
So it's not about that they will hire the local people, they will hire the people who are present at the moment when they are looking
Ease of
for the
access.
applicant.
but
So
if
it's
a
better
person
to be
is
here.
unable to visit there personally, so I think other tools can be utilized, like through official website,
Yes.
through LinkedIn, or through job web portals,
Yeah.
or through connections. Those people who are already working there.
You make connections with them, and you can send your CV through messages if it's available, the option is available.
Alumni or through friends.
But the number will be Pakistani number, not because we cannot get number of that country living here.
Try to visit.
When you
try
are
to
when you
visit.
are applying virtually via LinkedIn and trying to go virtually, of course, that time you will use your current location number. But when you visit Saudi, that time you need to update your numbers.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. That is
Yeah, even some people used to go alternative way, and they used to get friends' number from Saudi and mention those numbers. Before reaching there 1 week in advance, kind of. So when they reach there, they can update. And that way they are some people using this way. But in general, as I said in the beginning, you need to go with the two strategies. First, initially, go with the what Madam Arisha said, go virtually, and second, which Wasim said, go physically. That will improve the chances.
Another option from Mr. Abdul Sameem, he has mentioned 6D approach.
Yeah.
So 6
We
different
discussed this last
directions
time,
for
Mr.
a
Wasim discussed.
specific position. Yeah.
And also, when we are talking about the contact number, the same goes for your email ID. It should be reachable too. And you must be checking it. If you are applying for the job, as Sabahat mentioned earlier, that if the person is new, you don't know them, you don't have them in your contact list on your Gmail, so it will be going to your spam or junk folder. So if your contact number is not from that country, they cannot contact you. So it's better that you must be checking your spam or junk folder, your primary emails, your social emails, all kind of email portion you must be checking daily or on hourly basis, because sometimes you can miss an important email. For example, they are asking you to come for a Zoom meeting and you miss that email. So how could you again apply? Maybe they will not give you another chance, or Sabahat said that she have to reapply and have to go through the whole process. So try to reachable by your email then. You should be checking it continuously.
Yeah, so we will move to next question because Tayyab is tired. So next question, please.
Actually, you have mentioned that we should skip the other experience which are not relevant to the job description.
No,
So
do
if
not
we
skip.
skip other part of this, how
Yes.
No, do
it will
not
add
skip.
a career gap.
No, Tayyab.
Reduce,
Yeah.
not skip, reduce.
We did not mention any word.
Let's say, yeah, whatever is the demand, focus on the demand. 90% focus on what is requirement, and 10% what is just filling the gap. So don't leave gaps, but go in that way.
No, actually, the point is that your relevant experience should be on top. For example, you have experiences from many places. You have been working in one sector more, and then you switch your career. Obviously, you have done work, and that work is important. But the relevant experience for that job should be on the top. Relevant education, relevant certification, relevant volunteer experiences, training, everything should be on top. And then you can go and add your other things also, because you cannot leave the gap. right? The point is that the relevant things should be highlighted. If you are applying for a finance job and you are writing about your marketing experience on the top of your CV, he will not go through your CV. Okay, they will skip it. They will not even check that how many work experience years you have. So it's better to have something which can attract them. As Mr. Wasim have mentioned that he sent CV to some lady and she rejected after even reading
In
few
few
lines
seconds, yeah,
in
few
in
seconds.
the front page.
Hmm.
So if your CV is not able to attract your employer, so it's of no use. So try to have the relevant information on top, and rest of the information can come later. Right? So this is the main thing. Don't skip anything. Everything is important, but you should know that how to write it.
Same like, Mr. Liaquat always gives the example of the movie. When the movie starts, so there's a punching line,
Yes.
that is very important. So it means the person will get more interest to watch the movie completely.
And one more very, very, very important that when you are writing your experience or your qualification, the last one should come at the first. Mostly people write matriculation, then my FA, then my BA, then my BS, like something, and then master's at the end, and or diploma at the end. Like, no, you have to write first your degree or first your expertise at the last qualification. Secondly, whenever even if you are writing your experience, don't write it. I started in the 1990 this and 1992 and then the 1984, the 90. No, you have to write it 2024 first, to date, and then like the previous ones. Should be the hierarchy, because nobody will go through the whole page. They will first read your name, email, contact, your visa status, your last qualification, your last experience. And of course, then the experience there. Nobody goes through the whole page.
Yeah.
Right. So, any other question? Okay. So, Mr. Abdul Sami, Mr. Kamran, and Mr. Tayyab, I would like to know in the next session which skill you will explain. You will be given 3-minute times. So which is the skill you will focus?
Anything which you learned today or which you think that must be improved in yourself, any skill which you want to improve, you can share with us.
Actually, recently I have improved the communication skills because my teammates and seniors informed me that my communication is not proper, and I mostly skip to inform the senior what I am doing and which task I am doing. So I have recently improved my communication skills. Maybe I will explain that.
Sure.
Right.
Please carry on.
So the point, the topic which I would assign you to explain is mostly what kind of mistakes are done during communication and how you have improved it personally. Which technique you have used personally to improve it. Yes, Abdul Sami, you were saying something.
Yeah, I will share my experience, how I used AI and all other tools, LinkedIn, and to get the position or to develop the career growth.
Which tool you mentioned? AI.
Artificial
AI, not only ChatGPT.
Okay. AI for career
available
growth.
on.
Okay.
We
that's
have
also
Meta AI.
We actually have.
And
Right.
Mr. Kamran
Or,
Faiza, please note down. Please note down, and we will update this accordingly.
Like you have
Yes,
given a
Kamran.
homework, I would like to give a homework also.
Yes, please.
Very small homework. Like Mr. Liaquat has given some of their tasks to be delivered in the next presentation. It's not actually homework, but I would like each one of you, those who have joined or those who have even left out, please write 3 words about your own self, which you feel you have the expertise. The best thing you feel about yourself, 3 words, and 3, the lacking factors, 3, your qualities, which you feel are the best ones, and 3, which you feel you are lacking, which you want to grow, which you want to improve.
In other words, the strengths and weaknesses.
Yes, strengths and weaknesses. That's more precise. Yes.
Yes, Kamran, by next session, what will you be explaining? Your mic is mute.
You're mute, sir.
Okay. Well, I will be explaining about cloud and cybersecurity basics, because I feel because network these fields are very related to networks. Network engineer or network administrator has to learn about cybersecurity and has to learn about clouds, because these are all the work is or the tasks are moving in cloud to cloud.
Right. Excellent. So you can send all of you. You can send your picture to Faiza, your titles, current positions, plus these topics also. So we will prepare the next session flyer accordingly, and be prepared with your presentation.
Faiza is also willing to take some assignment for the next session. Like
And we would love
she's
to
good in
hear from
customer
her.
service, teamwork, and
So we can
problem
plan it
solving.
like some sessions we can take next time, some after that.
Yes.
We can divide.
Yes.
So all of you should must have sent your name and the topic you are interested to Faiza, and then we will plan accordingly, like whoever can present next time.
You
or whoever
send
can
that
after that.
topic within the limited time, like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes.
Right. So now I would request Madam Sabahat to give the closing remarks, and then we will end up the session.
Thank you everyone for joining, and it was although it was we are above the time, but it was an interesting session. So thanks for keeping in touch with us and be on board with us. I would like to thank on behalf of Pakistan Business Professional Council, who are always there to give us a very fruitful platform. And thank you for Nawaf's team, especially Mr. Liaquat, Mr. Wasim, Ms. Arisha, and the team who are always on board with us for giving our many people, many research, those people who are searching jobs. That's really fruitful, because this is the main nowadays a challenge for people to get a job. So it was really good session, and hope to get you all be available soon in the next session. Thank you everyone.
Thank you all for your time and participation. And this is not the
and I
session
wish
from
you
our
all
side.
all the
This is
best.
interactive session. So this is all about learning and sharing.
Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Sethil.
Thank you,
so
everyone.
much. Thank you everyone.
Take care. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye.